Good morning, friends and family. Your boy Sermon Steve with you again. It's another overcast day here in Beaufort, Georgia, but I had to come and be with you. I want to share this with you as I was away for out of business up north this past week. My wife shared with me. That my baby girl, soon to be 7 in a couple weeks. She said, "Mommy, when is Daddy going to film some more videos so that he can get some more people to get some more people to, you know, follow Christ?" And she may have said follow, but my point is, and I hope you as well understand. I mean, I know my intelligent 7-year-old daughter, and I know the exact meaning of what she stood for in that, because my wife and I strongly believe and have believed in raising our family up, knowing the Word of God, knowing about Jesus, and being much like Joshua, and where he stated, "As for me and my house, we will follow Christ." And so that really just, it meant a lot to me. It meant that I needed to do my part and come back on and just say a few uplifting words that I'm hoping will be uplifting to you anyway. And this is more directed about God's kingdom. So my question to you is, are you seeking God's kingdom? I had a very interesting topic with a young man that I met yesterday out of Alabama. And as ironic as we believe things are, or coincidental as we sometimes think, it's just amazing how God connects to and more people. And this young man and I, as we began conversation, probably shortly into the conversation, I asked him if he believed in God, if he was a follower. And he just, I mean, just quickly, his response was certainly. And it just felt good. It felt good just knowing and seeing others feel the way I feel about and towards Christ, and the love and the urge to learn more and more about him, and to live as Christ. So my topic today, I really want to speak on that, and it also comes as a point of topic, as this young man asked me. He asked me, "Mr. Steve," I want to phrase it how he said, "Mr. Steve, do you know what the kingdom is like, or can you imagine what the kingdom is like, or is something in the way of the kingdom?" And I found that very interesting, and quite naturally, I can't answer that, as none of us can. We've not witnessed it yet. However, I just kind of briefly shared with them that yes, I have. I've imagined it frequently, and it's a great imagination. It's a great feeling. And what I shared with them, I had shared with them that, as I just told you a little while ago, that I was up north on business, and I just shared with them. I said, not that I could compare either of these, but I let them know. I said, "You know what? I hadn't been back home. I hadn't seen friends and families and loved ones, and it was a really good feeling. It was just a good, genuine feeling that I felt good being with and around those I care for and those who care for me." And I just spoke with him about other great things that we like in life. I said, different ones, their talents may be, or likings, or good points may be enjoying watching a good game, or attending a concert, or going out to dinner, or anything that you just really love. Anything that you just love and love to do, whether it's taking a vacation, a cruise, going to the moon, whatever it may be, whatever you really desire and love, to just imagine that being of greatness all the time. I mean, never going away, just nothing but good times. So, with that alone, I want to ask that question, and I really want you to be honest with yourself. Are you seeking God's kingdom? And if not, friends and family, it's it's really it's really time to start. It's really time to start. We've gotten a long ways in life, whether you be 15, 20, 50, 70, whatever age you might be. We've gotten a long way in life, and we've enjoyed life, I'm sure. And there's nothing like having an assurance on your life. I look at, oftentimes, my wife works in the financial and insurance industry, and I look at the volume of people that place insurance on themselves, but I really question oftentimes if they have assurance. And that's just so, it's so meaningful. And it seems that we continue to go outward of the way of Christ, and we follow so much in the way of the world, that if we were to just really listen to Christ, even the little simple things, I don't want to say simple, but the main things that we all know, Matthew 6:33, seek ye first his kingdom. If we would do these things, and if we would just really open up the Word of God, and just, if for nothing else, if you read in no other books, if you would take some time to read God's speakings all throughout the New Testament, I really feel that that will really help strengthen your relationship with Christ, where therefore you would then have a more intensified effort to really gain knowledge and information of how to seek his kingdom. And once that begins, I promise you, you will enjoy and you will seek his kingdom. And I want to touch on one other thing before I let you go. I promise to always be short with these, but I want them to be impactful. I never want to cut and miss the point. I come on these to share with you guys because I care. I care about you, I care about you, and I care about you. This is serious, guys. Life is not promised, and we need to have assurance on our lives for when that time comes. All this falling out at funerals and being all sad throughout your life, yes, we're going to mourn, we're going to miss that person, that's okay. But to know that he or she's in a better place, it's a different type of missing. Both my parents, I've missed them for years. But you know what? I mean, without a doubt, I know where they're going, and it's going to be great. And I want to share in God's kingdom with them. And we should all kind of have some type of desire. As the Word tells us, we should seek God with all of our heart, our soul, our mind. So if we were to really even give more effort than what you're doing, because none of us are doing it with all. We're seeking more of our jobs, our building wealth, traveling, having fun, enjoying life. All those things are great. I'm not knocking any of them. But we have to have it all in place. As Solomon stated and started out in the book of Ecclesiastic, it's all meaningless. Meaningless if you have not had your life spent with Christ. So again, as I promised, I won't hold you long, and I really, 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 really hope you will take heed to what I'm saying today and reach out, dive into the Word of God, read and study his Word. I promise and assure you that if you will seek Christ, you will see Christ. When you see Christ, you will continue to seek Christ. The more you seek Christ, the more you will see Christ. As you see Christ, you will want to live more like him. You will want to be in his image, as the Word tells us, and you will seek out his kingdom. So therefore, friends and family, for the time being, and I apologize if I wasn't more prepared, but I was really prompted to get out here after what my daughter had said. I did not want to hold back another day speaking to you, and hopefully I can make a change in someone's life. And hopefully, guys, you will, if you're not already attending, find yourself a Bible-based church. Get in the Word of God. Get into a following where you can understand Christ, know your Word personally, so therefore you can challenge anything that's ever said to you, not in the way of being debative, but just kind of knowing the Word of God is real. Every single bit of it. All 66 books in the Bible. All 1,189 chapters. As the Word tells us in the book of Proverbs, my Word is flawless. And as it tells us in the book of Revelation, there is nothing to be taken out of this scroll, to be in the Bible, and there's nothing to be added to it. So please, if nothing else, stop allowing the devil to fool you and trick you with stating that man wrote the Bible, that things are put in the Bible just to kind of generate our lives and control us. The Bible is real, people. Take some time and dive into it. You will learn the same thing. Until the next time, I love you guys. I appreciate you taking the time to listen to me. Please share this with other people. But the greatest thing I want of this, please seek Christ and seek his kingdom.